Yo, what is going on, you slackers? I am your host, Slackerz Gaming, bringing you another episode of potential newcomer tournament for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate that I threw together just for a fun little series. And if you haven't seen the series yet so far, basically I made an entire tournament of 36 potential new characters for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. First party and third party are included. And so far we've done 4 games. I call them the play-in games. So let me show you the tournament here real quick if you haven't seen it yet. But basically the two red boxes on the right were the first 2 play-in games, and then the second 2 on the or the third and fourth one red boxes on the right are, maybe you can't see it, but there's 2 up there. I call them play-in games. Basically, if you know anything about tournaments, about kind of like sports or anything like that, tournaments have. Some tournaments will have play-in games, which are kind of like teams or people that, in this case, characters that have a chance but are definitely not the most likely. They're kind of at the bottom of the barrel that we think have like the best chance to advance forward, and that's what the play-in games are. So far, if you've been watching the series and you think the matchups aren't the greatest, that's why. They're play-in games. They're like the least likely, in my opinion, for potential newcomers, but we're about to ramp it up. We got to, what is this, game number 5, episode number 5. That's crazy. All the playing games are done, so we're getting into some heavy hitting, some of the bigger characters now. And game 5 right here, I'll kind of highlight that. It's Paper Mario versus Monster Hunter. 2 pretty big characters, and I think both of these characters have a pretty legit chance, I would say. So let's get into it. I think this is going to be pretty fun. So first up, we're just going to go for Monster Hunter. Just going to say a few pros about each character, and then at the end I'll give my vote. So Monster Hunter, third party from Capcom. Very good history with Nintendo. A lot of exclusives on Nintendo's platform. Monster Hunter as a series has been hitting it big time, especially with the latest one. I know the latest one did not come out on the Switch, but I think, did they come out and say they can't make it work on the Switch or something like that? So kind of bummed about that. Personally, I'm not a huge Monster Hunter fan. I haven't played too much of it, but you can't argue like the success and the hugeness of the franchise. And just the great ties it has with Nintendo, Capcom being a pretty good relationship with Nintendo themselves. And if Nintendo's looking for more third parties, I think Monster Hunter might be one of the more likely series. It could be, just because of the history and the exposure that the series gets overall. I think, a character from Monster Hunter, I guess you could maybe take the one kind of from, like, Monster Hunter, or not Monster Hunter, but, like, Marvel vs. Capcom Ultimate or something like that. You could take a character like that and make that, like, that would be, like, the character that they would choose. Of course, we already know moveset's easy, all that stuff. Extremely popular. I think Monster Hunter definitely has one of the better chances, not just for the tournament, but I would say for, I guess, third party. We'll put it that way. I think one of the better, more likely third parties if, Capcom doesn't indeed get a new rep from any of their games. So, Monster Hunter, that is. So, I think we should move on to Paper Mario. Monster Hunter's opponent, again, Paper Mario. Been, I guess, kind of not expected, but speculated on for the past couple games. Very popular. I guess you could make him a straight up Echo Fighter of Mario, but I don't think that would fit Paper Mario, to be honest. Paper Mario would have his own unique moveset. You can make him, smaller than Mario. It could be maybe a bit faster. Moveset would be different. He does have his wooden hammer. Use that in there too. I mean, wooden hammer, there you go. I mean, put that in the moveset. I think Paper Mario as a character would be so cool. The first time I heard Paper Mario's opinion for somebody who wanted it, I wasn't really on board with it, but the more I thought about it, the more unique I really thought Paper Mario could be. But I'm on board with this one. Actually, for both characters, I'm on board. If both characters got in, no complaints. Absolutely no complaints. But Paper Mario, the only I guess, argument I can hear from people, and I did go over this in my Rate Their Chances series, are people are kind of like, you know what, do we need three Marios? And I suppose if you're going to have three of any character from Nintendo games, yes, we already have three Links, I know that, but wouldn't three Marios just make the most sense? Plus, I mean, they'd be pretty unique in their own rights. I mean, sure, you got Mario, and Dr. Mario's like a semi-clone, because he's got like a different down smash or something like that, so he's slightly different, of course appearance and I think Final Smash are different or visually different, but Paper Mario would be so awesome to actually see in the game. They could do some pretty unique stuff with him. It could kind of be like a, dimension, obviously be dimension wise like Mr. Game & Watch. That'd be pretty cool to see. So I think, for this episode, this one's actually tough for me. Oh boy. I think just based on, I don't think we're going to get too many third parties, and that's kind of what it comes down to for me for my vote. I don't think we're going to get too many. I think potentially, Simon Belmont, Hayachi, and Rayman. I think maybe that could be like what we see. So I'm not expecting anything too out of the ordinary. I'm not saying Monster Hunter wouldn't have a chance. I really do think Monster Hunter does. But in this particular matchup, I personally am going for Paper Mario. I think that makes the most sense because, again, I've stated this a few times. Mario, Fire Emblem, and Pokemon have always gotten a new rep. Yes, Mario series has already got Daisy, but are we really counting Daisy just on the terms that she's an Echo Fighter, so it's not a brand new Mario rep? Just throwing that out there, just for debate, discussion-wise. But yeah, my vote is for Paper Mario, right? Yeah, that's what I said, yeah. Paper Mario is my vote. Again, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Who do you vote for? Again, even if you don't think the character has a chance to be playable in the game at all, this is still just for fun. I'm just curious to see what the community thinks out of, what characters seem to most likely, and by that I mean who goes the furthest in the tournament, kind of like that. So, yes, some of the matchups, I guess, previously haven't been the most noteworthy of contenders, but moving forward, we're going to have some pretty big, heavy hitters, and I think this is a pretty good matchup for the first really big matchup. So, yeah, my vote's Paper Mario. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And as with any episode, a week after this goes up, I will cut off the voting, and then I'll tally up that, and then I'll let you know in a week from now when I post the video, who's ever in the video, 1 week from now, basically. I'll let you know the result of this one, who wins. Whoever wins, winner's bracket, loser bracket. Pretty simple. So, yep, that's all I got for this one. Again, I guess just thank you for watching. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this, because this is so fun for me to make. I really do enjoy this. But, yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And I guess hopefully we catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.